You know, most people don't know how much convincing it really took for our fish ancestors to consider going on land. As far as we know, it went down during the Devonian period, when there was enough shallow water habitats to go around because the poles had almost no ice. All those wetlands gave fish a home, but it also helped plants evolve and grind from a few centimeters to full-grown trees that were 80 feet tall. They were legit, wood trunks and everything, enough resources and real estate to live a decent life. But fish in the ocean still weren't convinced because there were still a bunch of arthropods that had beat them there and nobody wanted to live with a 3-foot dragonfly. And they were already used to the arthropods in the ocean, like trilobites who have minded their own business for eons, and the sea scorpions who were threatening but they had dealt with them for eons. In the end, fish had no idea that their worst nightmare was going to be their own brothers, the infinitely worse placoderms who were moving like Reiner from Attack on Titan. These placoderms all had armor surrounding their head, and some had evolved it to improve their jaw strength so much that they made sea scorpions look like a joke. For some perspective, one of them was Dunkleosteus, who was still very threatening despite what happened. If you know, you know. It was 12 feet long and it had gigantic jaws that were able to open within a fraction of a second. And with predators like that, everybody wanted to live with a 3-foot dragonfly and get out of the water. And the fish who were taking it seriously enough had their air bladders evolve into lungs. And there was a bunch of other little changes in that million-year grind, but it all led to Tiktaalik, an animal that had no idea what crazy storylines it had just unlocked. It almost seems like nature figured that out too, because the end of the Devonian got hit with the extinction squad. From global cooling to volcanoes and reduced oxygen to even space getting involved with a supernova that destroyed part of the ozone layer. But by some miracle, animals like Tiktaalik survived all of that, and Earth had to stand down, knowing that the situation was now beyond cooked.